All right. Doing another, yes, Blood Hunt tie-in review. We're almost done. I still haven't gotten Blood Hunt X-Men, which is now the last book I need to read, so Chris said he's still sending that. I thought it was going to come in a couple days ago, but I guess it got delayed or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're almost done with the Blood Hunt tie-ins. Once X-Men comes in, we're all good. But until then, let's talk about the penultimate story, Blood Hunt Dracula, which honestly I feel like kind of undersells the tie-in, because should have been called Bloodline and Dracula, because this is more of Brielle's story as it is Dracula. Dracula feels more like a supporting character in the title of the book he's in, so I feel like it should have been called Dracula and Bloodline, or Bloodline and or something, because this is more, or Bloodline, or it should have just been called Blood Hunt Bloodline. Now, for those who don't know, Bloodline is the daughter of Blade, and in Blood Hunt, he gets possessed by Varney, and in this story, Dracula, not wanting his vampire nation to fall apart because of Varney's machinations with using Blade's body, teams up with Bloodline, Brielle. He finds her and basically wants to use her as a weapon against Blade, which, by the way, that storyline didn't go anywhere in that story didn't go anywhere in the main Blood Hunt event. Like, they really build up Brielle in the story, like they really hype her up as like she's gonna stop her father, and then something different, and then Doctor Doom just gets the Sorcerer Supreme powers, and that's a whole thing. Yeah, she barely plays a role in a story where she was hyped up the whole time. I don't know if that was a last minute change or something, but I don't know what happened there. But yeah, so this story is kind of one of the more it's like the Black Panther tie-in, where this one feels more important to the storyline than it feels way more important to the storyline as a tie-in than some of the other events. I actually kind of feel like this trade should have been, because both stories were really important. This and the Black Panther story should have been in one story, and the bonus story in here, Union Jack the Ripper, should have been put in the Marvel Universe tie-in, because these two don't correlate. And I'll get to the Union Jack tie-in in a minute, but I'm going to get to this. Yeah, so the story is, it does follow up with some stuff that does happen. Like, I feel like you need to read some of this in between the main event. And this also explains where Daredevil was during the event. He was here for one issue, and that was really it, because we didn't really get a Blood Hunt Daredevil tie-in, I don't think. Not even in the Elektra book, either in the Elektra Daredevil book, either. So that main story is just more like, by the end of it, it's just more of Brielle just kind of being like, yeah, I'm going to go take down my father. Then we have the Union Jack tie-in called Union Jack the Ripper. And I gotta be honest, that's probably the best tie-in of this event I have read so far. It's probably my favorite of these not to take anything away from like Moon Knight or the Vengeance of the Moon Knight or the main story tie-ins. Those are all really good. But of the tie-in miniseries, I would say, that aren't part of ongoings, I would say this has been the Union Jack probably had the best one. And it actually came from a writer I really enjoy by the name of Cavan Scott, who I've read some of his work, and he's been consistently really good. I also really enjoy his Back to the Future Transformers crossover he wrote. That was really well done. But yeah, in that story, we follow what happened to London, and London fell hard in the Blood Hunt storyline. Like, it got wasted hard. It's very clear from this comic that Cavan Scott is a big fan of 28 Days Later, because that's what this whole feeling of the book is just one big 28 Days Later time. Like, it really feels like you could just replace the vampires with the rage virus, and that's really it. So in here, Union Jack teams up with a group of survivors, and he goes to do he's trying to save the life of a turned superhero named Bulldog. And the villain of this story is called Hunger, who is like this D-list, like this lesser-known vampire villain who battled Excalibur and like Midnight Suns. It was kind of cool to see that character as the main villain. But yeah, the story itself is probably the most brutal of this book. Like, it almost feels like a Marvel Max book. Like, it really did feel like that. I also love that, like, you can, like, usually with some swears, they're just like, it's hard to make out because they have all these little asterisks and whatnot. Here, it's just like someone took a marker and swiped it out, even though you can clearly see what word it was used. So yeah, this is like I said, a borderline Max title. And again, as much as I love the Union Jack story, I feel like it should have been in the Marvel, because this one doesn't make any sense to have it with Dracula, because this event doesn't, that tie-in, the Union Jack story doesn't really tie in with this, which is the Dracula story feels more important. So I feel like we should have taken out Black Panther and put it in here and made it Dracula and Black Panther, and make it like, yeah, that's probably the two most important of the tie-ins. And then just put Union Jack in the Marvel Universe one, because that one felt more like, it felt better, like a more Marvel Universe thing, if that makes any sense. Anyway, so the Union Jack story is really good. The Dracula event is more go read the wrap up in the main event. So it's good, it's okay, and I also again feel like this should have been called Bloodline, more because Dracula barely, like, he's more of a supporting character in his own book. But yeah, so pretty decent. I think it's again, it's more of Union Jack than anything else. So yeah, we're almost done with the Blood Hunt tie-ins. Again, just waiting on Blood Hunt X-Men, and we'll be finally done with the Blood Hunt stories. As much as I've been enjoying reading them, it's just been so many. Anyway, so Chris, thank you once again, bro, from the bottom of my heart for this book and for other books as well. And yeah, we'll be done soon. We got one more book for Blood Hunt, but other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the multiverse.